This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another ranked draft for Core Set 2020, which means it'll be best of one, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on their logo below on Twitch and on the link in the description below on YouTube, and they'll know I sent you there. You can go and buy all the products you want for Magic pretty much if you do. So let's go ahead and jump into the draft, see what happens. Okay, so Villas is cool and all. You can combine him with things to reanimate him. I've lost to that. However, I'm not, I mean, you know, he's really strong, but he's not going to work out in most decks. You need a really controlling deck or a deck that can reanimate him, and those aren't like super, super easy things to do in this format. So, I don't think that's where I'm going to go. I'm pretty inclined towards Gravedigger. I'm a pretty big fan of Gravedigger's ability to, like, basically always be a 2-for-1. He's a nice grindy card that, you know, doesn't have to be that grindy. You can play him on turn 4 and usually get some value. Boneclad Necromancer and Villas are pretty good too. This pack's pretty good for black. I think if Gravedigger weren't here, I probably would take Villas. There aren't really any super high quality uncommons or commons in this pack. There's solid ones. But Villas, you know, I think he's worse than Gravedigger most of the time. So I think I'm going to go with the Digger. Ali Fox, there's a website called mtgtop8.com where I do most of that research. It doesn't have everything, but it does have almost everything. Okay, so... Yep, Gravedigger it is. Okay. Now we've got a Cloud Conceer and a Shock. You know, the more I play this format, the more I think Cloud Conceer is just better than Shock, as good as Shock is. I think Cloud Conceer is just great. The creature type matters. It's always a 2-for-1, etc. So, yeah, I mean, I think I like it a little more than Shock. And I think that's what we take here. Okay. Yeah, it is still actually a lot of research, Ali Fox, but yeah, it's all in one place at least. So, Boreal Elemental, Rabid Bite, and Agonizing Siphon are what we're looking at here, I think. Boreal Elemental has been a card that I think has overperformed. I could definitely see taking it here over good removal spells, but like Agonizing Siphon's not incredible. Rabid Bite can be, but like in a, you know, it depends on the deck you end up in largely. They're both fine removal spells, but kind of leaning towards the Elemental here. Yeah, let's go with the Elemental. Okay, so here I think we're going to go with Bone Splinters. Yeah, I mean, Thicket Crasher's probably the best card in this pack, but given that we already have one black card, I think Bone Splinters comes out ahead. There's also little combos you can do with it in the format. You know, for one thing, it's not really, certainly not bad at all with Gravedigger. We do kind of need 2 drops. Blood Burglar is a decent one, but Octoprophet's also pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Octoprophet for now. Okay, well, I think this is a good time to maybe pick up a first Fairy Miscreant. Gruesome Scourger's fine, but I don't love him. Yeah, we did see Undead Servants butter my biscuit. If they wheel, that would be cool. But I think I'm going to take my first Miscreant over my first Scourger. I do think this card's pretty overrated. Like, you know, he does stuff some of the time, but a lot of the time he's pretty irrelevant. And maybe I should take him over the fairies still, but I do love collecting all the fairies, you know. Probably won't now, but I'm trying to, but hey. You know, Raise the Alarm's pretty solid, but, you know, I don't see anything that, like, pulls us out of what we're doing at this point. I think we just take another Octoprophet. Okay, so green cards. Decent green cards. Probably just take a Metropolis Sprite, though. We are definitely a flying heavy deck. All right, here we're going to pick up an Undead Servant. Here we're going to pick up another Undead Servant. So those both wield. So that's nice. I think we'll take a Jungle Hollow just in case we want to splash. Prismite and Vial of Dragonfire are alright, but I think the land there makes more sense. I think it makes sense generally to take these lands over mediocre stuff. Okay, we'll take the Denizen. Kind of hope I don't play it, but it is, you know, a creature. Now let's see if we can get 4 Miscreants and 4 Undead Servants. Let's live that dream. Okay, what the heck is this pack about? The one blue card is Convolute. And the one black card is Sorcerer of the Fang. Thank you for the subscription, Butter My Biscuit. Well. Well. So, Rapacious Dragon, Silverback Shaman, I think are really strong cards that are still in this pack. I think we do go off color here just because these two aren't very good. Neither are the artifacts. None of those are things we really want. So, I'm leaning towards the dragon. It does enable splashing, and I think that's always nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dragon. See what happens here. Undead Servant number 3 or Fairy Miscreant number 2. Blood for Bones is a nice spell. We do have a few Enter the Battlefield triggers that at worst we can use with it. I think maybe it's where we want to go. I think we have a deck that can make use of it. It is tempting to try to take a Miscreant or an Undead Servant here. And maybe I just should. I mean, it's not like the cards options in this pack are great. But I think Blood for Bones is good enough. Another grindy card to work with our Gravedigger. Okay, so this pack's interesting. We have a bunch of flyers already. Well, several. And Empyrean Eagle is a great payoff for them. We also have an Unsummon, which is fine, but it's not like it has a crazy ceiling. I'm kind of considering taking the Eagle and maybe seeing if blue-white works, or we can splash the Empyrean Eagle. The one land we have isn't going to let us do that. Because, you know, blue and black, you know, Unsummon's fine, but let's take an Eagle. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, this is a strong pack. Frostlink, Sleep Paralysis, Griffin Protector. We're not doing great on removal, but I think I'd still rather take a Frostlink than a Sleep Paralysis. Yeah. Okay, well, Dismal Backwater might just be the pick here. A Negate for the sideboard, Mind Rot for the sideboard. Yeah, I'm not really planning on playing the other two cards that we might be able to play. We do have a Pattern Matcher, which does get a little better in a world where you have multiples, and we do. Maybe I should just take the Matcher. Yeah, let's take the Pattern Matcher. I think he works out in our deck already. So, this pack. Prismite, maybe? I mean, we do really need 2 drops, and one could do worse. The Portal can be strong, but I think it's a pretty hard build-around to make work consistently. You need the game to reach a certain point. Yeah, I've seen the Heartpiercer bow. I've had someone play 4 against me. That's not very much fun. So I think I take Prismite here just because we really do need 2 drops, basically, and the other options aren't great. You know, Goblin Smuggler is a good red card, so that's something to kind of think about, but let's take the Prismite. Okay, so Sanitarium Skeleton number 1 versus Fairy Miscreant number 2. The Skeleton is good with Blood for Bones and Bone Splinters, but I'm pretty tempted to take the Miscreant. Maybe I shouldn't be. It's a hard pick. I mean, I love the collect them alls, but you need to get like at least 3 fairy miscreants, and we're at 1 right now. If this was our 3rd, I think I'd take it over a sanitarium skeleton. But it's not our 3rd. We're gonna do it anyway. I'll take the fairy miscreant. Okay, Unholy Indenture, Barony Vampire, neither of which I'm very interested in. I think I probably do take a land now. Was that the wrong move to take that fairy miscreant? Guess we'll find out. It's kind of looking like it might have been. Oh, there's a 3rd one. I think I like the 3rd miscreant more than the 3rd undead servant. Yeah. I think I do. Okay, Fortress Crab. Duress. Oh wait, we're playing best of 1. I've been talking about sideboards, but Heart Piercer Bow is more likely to make it. Same with Befuddle. So we definitely have enough fairy miscreants to play them. I think we take Cloudkin Seer here. Yeah, I think I've ended up in the end liking it more than Frost Lynx. As much as I like the Lynx, I think Cloudkin Seer is really, really good. Yeah. It'd be awesome if the Lynx, or maybe Bone Splinters wheeled. But we're going to take the Seer. Okay, so here we could take a Sanitarium Skeleton, but I think I'd rather have another Boreal Elemental. Pacifism is something that it might be nice to splash. One thing we don't have a lot of is removal. That's for sure. But we don't exactly... You know, we've got a Jungle Hollow. That's not going to help us splash Pacifism. Yeah. And I don't think we're playing red. I think that was mostly a speculative pick. I wouldn't mind splashing white. We'll just have to see if it happens. Don't think we're going to play Fortress Crab. Or Befuddle. And hopefully not Prismite. The 3 Fairy Miscreants do help with that situation. So yeah, I think I'd rather have a Boreal Elemental than a Skeleton here. Ooh, I love Tomebound Lich. You know, he's our signpost uncommon for this color pair. He really makes things happen. That's for sure. Between looting and killing things and gaining life, I like him a lot. So he's what I'm going to take here over like Agonizing Siphon and the Cutthroat. It would be good to get Fairy Miscreant number 4, but I think we can get by with 3. I think I'd probably take Unsummon now. Yeah, these pacifisms are frustrating. Okay, here's Undead Servant number 3. I think that's a pretty easy pick when things look the way they do. Which is to say, there's no sideboard in this format, and this is just mediocre. We could maybe use a Vial, but... Alright, well, it looks like we got 4 and 4 of our builder. Oh no, we still need 1 more Miscreant, but I think I still take the Undead Servant here over the other stuff. Okay, so we're still kind of desperate for 2 drops, which is really sad. Swiftwater Cliffs doesn't interest us. Do I have to take another Prismite? I have 3 Fairy Miscreants and a Metropolis Sprite. I mean, what are our other options, though? Nothing special. Like, instead, I could take a Blade Brand or an Anvil Rot Raptor. Neither of which I'm liking. I don't think we're playing you, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'd probably just take another Prismite, as sad as that is. You know, Blade Brand can be nice, but it's not like... It's nothing special. I'm going to take another Prismite. Okay, Undead Servant number 5 or Soul Salvage? Probably Soul Salvage. As nice as Undead Servants can be. You can also consider a Cryptic Caves, but I like Soul Salvage. It gives us another kind of grindy card. You know, between the Gravedigger, Blood for Bones, Soul Salvage, Cloudkin Seers. We have a bunch of cards that give us 2-for-1s and stuff. And I think more than a 5th Undead Servant, I want my first Soul Salvage, yeah. Okay, well. I'm more likely to play the Raptor, honestly, but kind of doubt it happens. Okay, Epicure of Blood. Moat Piranhas might not be terrible in a world where we really need 2 drops and our deck isn't exactly aggressive. So, here we'll take a Blade Brand. Alright. No 4th Miscreant, but I think that's okay. So, what to cut? Well, probably Sage's Rodenters. And how many creatures do we have? That is something to keep an eye on in terms of... Oh yeah, we got plenty. In terms of Bone Splinters, mostly. Probably cut the Epicure. An Anvil Rot Raptor. Could probably get away with running the Moat Piranhas instead of the Prismite, and I think that might just be better in this deck. I could consider cutting like a Prophet and keeping my curve a little lower. One thing I wish we had a little more of is like the Gorging Vulture would have been really good. At powering Undead Servant, Blood for Bones, and Gravedigger. But yeah. What about Pattern Matcher? It's pretty good here. We have enough multiples. You know, between Elemental Prophet, Cloud Conceer, Fairy Miscreant, and Undead Servant, we have plenty of multiples for Pattern Matcher. I think maybe cutting a 4 is the right thing to do. I mean, our curve's not pretty at this point, and Octoprophet's nice, but yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it. Cut 1 and hold on to the Prismite, sadly. I could consider cutting it though. I mean, we do have 3 1-drops and 2 2-drops without it, which isn't a ton, but it's probably enough, honestly. So yeah, let's just cut the Prismite. Keep both Octoprophets. I mean, got it. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing in the end. All right, so I think this is our deck. Yeah. Would have been cool to make Empyrean Eagle work, but it's not gonna. Let's see how this thing does. There's probably, well, the thing I'm worried about with this deck, you know, if I had to criticize it early, is we're kind of a control deck, but we don't have enough removal to be a control deck. So, see what happens there. I think our goal is mostly just to try to outcard our opponent with 2-for-1s. And hope that's enough. We do have a lot of them. We have, I mean, if we draw another Miscreant. Okay. Play our Piranhas now. It's a good plan, Drunken Llama. Gross. Probably just kill it with my Piranha if they let me. Piranhas, I guess. This is interesting. I'm pretty sure they're not going to kill my Miscreant. Like, it's kind of tempting to play my Miscreant now, but I think we'd much rather play Cloud Conceer. Like, it's just better right now. Now, we could have played the Miscreant. Oh, it's a nice time to have a Pattern Matcher. Yeah, I definitely blocked the Lich with Moat Piranhas and just let that be what Moat Piranhas does. Okay, well now I don't. Which means you're going to get to loot some more. You really going to tap my Seer? I mean, I'm cool with tapping my Seer. They are going to tap my Seer. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and kill the Lich. We don't need it to loot anymore. You know. That's why if I were them, I would have tapped down the Piranhas and then had a free attack that an attack that lets them loot. God, our mana situation's so weird. Just like it was earlier, where it's like, you know, I could play my Miscreant just cuz, but I think using all my mana makes more sense here. I may Pattern Matcher on Cloudkin Seer. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll grab our Seer. I guess next turn I could play 2 Miscreants if I took a Miscreant, but... It's interesting to do that pre-combat. Return your links, yeah. Okay, so let's play our let's play our Miscreant first. There's a Bone Splinters, could come in handy later. I don't think it is especially useful right now, though. I think we just attack with our Flyers. And then the question is, do I want to play Octoprophet or my Seer? I think the Octoprophet seems pretty good here. Just gives me another big guy on the ground. So what can we do? We can do some things with Blood for Bones, and I think that being able to do things sounds pretty good. Yeah. We'll leave it on top. Thanks, Sally Fox. Have a good one. Hey, yeah, your Frostlinks is here again. Like, I definitely double block Yarok's Wavecrasher with Pattern Matcher and Fairy Miscreant if it attacks me. Yeah, let's do it. Especially because we know we're about to draw Blood for Bones, which will allow us to do some shenanigans, potentially. I mean, we may just want to play Boreal Elemental. It kind of depends. So I think maybe for now we just hold on to our, you know, late game, use those things as a late game plan and just play a big flyer here. You know, we saw that first pick Villas, and in the end we did get a Blood for Bones, which is the way you can reanimate him sometimes. Our deck doesn't have that many ways of filling up the graveyard short of trading, though, so... Yeah, they're pretty much out of gas, and our deck has been 2 for 1-ing all along, and that is what our plan is, pretty much, so... okay, so... Morning, Twilight Pony. Okay, I think we attack with both of these. See what happens there. Okay, so there's no flyers in our way now. So let's play our Seer. Do we want to play our Seer? Yeah, we'll play our Seer. And we'll end our turn. Well, that's annoying. However, 3, 5, 8. You can hit them for 9, huh? We're just gonna take... No, we're not, actually. Might as well trade. And just attack them in the sky while I can. Alright. Attack with everybody in the sky. Then... I think we play our Boreal Elemental. I could Bone Splinters now, but I think I'm just going to hold on to it. Yeah. Guess I should have tried harder to splash that Empyrean Eagle. Yeah, got there. We didn't even have to use our Gravedigger or Blood for Bones. They were sort of our backup plan. Yep, I think this is a keep. It is kind of awkward to have Blood for Bones in your opening hand. Morning, Jay Dorfer. But, you know. It's kind of the card you want to draw late, like Soul Salvage. In an ideal world, you'd draw it on, like, turn 11, when you have 2 creatures in your graveyard. We are 1-0 so far, Drunken Llama. I actually am going to play the sprites here. I don't need to put up my shields with Moat Piranhas, so I won't. We can just go with the flyer here and plan on going after them. Okay. I see how it is. Yeah. I guess they're tapped out. I think I have, yeah, I attack here. I think I may as well attack here anyway. It's, you know, if they block, they block. It's not really a big deal to me if they do. If they take 1 damage, I'm cool with that too. So, yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have to let them bounce off of each other, and we'll play our Seer. Weird we haven't seen our Undead Servants at all yet. God, I hate that guy. Okay. Well. I think we attack with both our creatures here. If they kill either of them, I think I play Gravedigger. And get back, yeah, so I play Gravedigger and get back Cloudkin Seer. I could play Moat Piranhas. Okay, well, if they don't kill either... If they don't kill either... I probably do play the Piranhas. Okay, they're not going to kill either of them. Unfortunately, we need the blue mana, so we can't use it to do the extra damage there that we might have wanted to. So yeah, I'll play our Moat Piranhas. So Overgrowth Elemental can get some absurd value, so I'm hoping it doesn't stick around too long. Okay, so I think we do the same thing we did before. That is, attack with Metropolis Sprite and Cloudkin Seer. This time, I don't know, we play Fairy Miscreant, I guess, if they don't kill anything. If they kill something, then yeah, we play... So there's a chance they have Bone to Ash. I guess that's something to be concerned about. Ah, we're a Befuddle. That's kind of fine with me. Yeah, sure. I could unsummon my own creature. Then they wouldn't get to draw the card, but I think I'm okay with it. so we can actually play the Miscreant and Gravedigger here, but yeah, we'll play Gravedigger. And then we'll play our Miscreant. We have Unsummon in our back pocket should we choose to need it. Blood for Bones is pretty great with Gravedigger. And Winged Words would be nice. Hey, there's another Cloud Conceer. Alright, so... I think we attack with our Digger and our Sprite. Another Befuddle. Ah, no. Here is a place where I think I want to use Unsummon. It does mean I can't use Cloudkins here this turn. But I think that's okay. I think getting, you know, anytime you can actually get rid of a card with your Unsummon, it feels pretty good. And we did. Alright, so end our turn. No reason to play Blood for Bones right now. I mean, that's not entirely true. Like, I could get a trigger out of it, but we actually don't have any triggers either. Like, if we sack Gravedigger and bring it back into play, it's not going to do anything. Oh, why do you have Reach? I really need my Bone Splinters now. Frostlinks would be pretty good too. So much. Black mana. Hey, another blue mana. I knew it was in there. Okay, that's good. We're going to be drawing cards, which should give us a good chance to hit a way to get this roadblock out of the way eventually. I mean, we may also just go wide enough because we have so many creatures. I'm a little scared of what's happening right now. Are they going to bounce 3 of my creatures? No. Boreal Elemental. Hello, Rittenor guy. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going for the go wide plan here. Not impossible. And yeah, again, a Frostlink still really opens up the floodgates. We do only have 1, unfortunately. But there you go. Stop playing more flyers. It's not fair. I have 4 servants. Oh, man. Okay, so what I think this means is that we can make a pretty reckless attack here. I don't hate the plan of making a reckless... Because we have Blood for Bones and Soul Salvage, there's just so much we can do. In terms of getting things back. They do have 3 things that block flying blockers, though, so I'm only going to get in for 2 damage. So maybe it's not worth it. Well, okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 attackers, though, and so, yes, that means I'll take 3, and they would have to lose 2 creatures in the process. Tempting. Very tempting. It's probably not worth it. This is the downside of these sorts of cards, though, is sometimes they just don't do anything. Usually, by this stage of the game, they do. But not right now. I've drawn way more... Oh, no, I haven't. What? Oh, Cavalier of Thorns milled a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay, we're just going to hold on to this land to bluff. Doesn't do anything for us anyway. I'm glad I didn't just go for like a crazy attack here because, yeah, we're in stalemate mode pretty much. So I'm going to tackle my Undead Servant here and see what happens. Honestly, getting him in the graveyard right now is pretty good because of Undead Servant and because, you know, other things. And if we can just sneak in a little bit of damage, I think it's kind of worth it. If we don't, that's okay too. If we kill one of their creatures, that works for me as well. They probably have an instant that's going to save this guy. No. Wow. I'm really okay with that. We have enough to pay for Convolute. We could still have Bone to Ash, but... that worked out really well for us in terms of trying to continue to go wide here. Yeah. We'll continue to hold on to this land. Kill one of their things and add an additional body to the board. Works for me. Kind of a surprising blocking decision they made, especially because they didn't actually have to lose anything. Okay, so they've got 5 blockers. We've got 8 attackers. Still means 4 damage is what we'd get through for. And sure, we have Blood Bones and Soul Salvage, but I don't think that actually helped us a whole lot here. I wonder what they're trying to draw. They could have something very scary. All right. Frostlinks or Bone Splinters, please. At this point, it's like, how much counter magic do they have? So there are 5 lands left in our library. Four lands left in our library. Frostlinks and Bone Splinters aren't nearly as awesome right now as they were earlier in this game anyway, but still. Wow. I was gonna say, okay. Do they just have a handful of counter magic or what? I mean, if they do, I think we win the game. Okay, well that's nice. See if it gets bone to ashed. It does. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go with Soul Salvage here. Actually maybe I'm not. Yeah, I am. See if that gets countered too. If their hand really is just filled with counter magic. If it does, then that's probably what they're holding on to here. I really want to scry so that I can find the Bone Splinters or Frostlinks that could get us there. Bone Dash. No. Oh, well, okay. Lich isn't bad either, but we definitely want to draw the Frostlinks first. And then Wonder Turn. So Frostlinks tap down Cavalier of Thorns really should really open the floodgates for us. Basically everything I have will be able to attack. Oh, okay, good. It's only spell. And it doesn't have reach. So that's good, but it's also not good because it's freaking Gargos. So... They don't have Bone to Ash mana. I like that. So we're going to go Frostlinks. Tap down Cavalier. Then... I think we send our Servant in there. Let's see. You know, I think I attack with everything that has 2 or more power. I can use 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. I can survive the backswing various ways. I still have 11 mana, so I think we just go for it here. They do gain life off of creatures dying with Overgrowth Elemental, but I think that's okay, honestly. If we're thinning out their board enough, it basically just continues the status quo, and I think it will thin out their board enough. But it also makes it harder for them to reach that critical mass that they're probably going to need at some point. Okay, so do I want to pump my Metropolis Sprite? So if I have 11 mana, I think we'd rather hold on to it, honestly. Okay, so now play an undead servant. Then, do I want to play Blood for Bones, sacrificing, I don't know, Fairy Miscreant, and then put Gravedigger into play? Yeah, it seems pretty good to me. Negate? Might have negate. They have convolute. Well, he suspected they might, but yeah, that's okay. We are going to get hit here, obviously enough. Uh-oh. So they're going to avoid getting milled out now, which I think was our plan A until just now. Man, Loaming Shaman actually works out there. Well, that's not good. That is not good. So the question is, do I even want to play my Lich right now? Yeah, I think we do, even though it makes us mill a card, basically. We have 13 cards and we have 11. About to go to 10 cards. Another Boreal Elemental. Oh, I think we lose this one thanks to that Loaming Shaman. That's frustrating. Gotta lose to Loaming Shaman at some point, I guess. We do still have Bone Splinters, but Gargos is going to, like, ruin our lives when we cast it, so I'm not sure how useful that is. Yep, just play him. Some form of reach right now would be great. Even that freaking 2-mana 1/3 guy that we don't have would be pretty nice here. Just because it's not going to be easy to punch through for 12 damage before we're milled out. All the undead servants. You know, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're trying to help us go wide. I mean, it's not impossible. We do still have, what, one more undead? No, he's in the graveyard. So this is our last undead servant. He's trying to get us there. It does draw them a card. So if they can draw a few more cards, then our chance of milling them out it comes back a little bit. Oh god, yeah, maybe I should have turned sideways. I probably would have, but now they gain life every time something dies, so it's like, okay, great. That's just great. Wish I had that Sage's Row Denizen main board. I mean, don't think I can win at all now. The Overgrowth Elemental makes it a lot harder to do lethal. The only way I can win is if our opponent trips up some way or another and draws an extra card, basically. That's 2 extra cards. I don't think that's going to happen, but I guess we'll wait and see a little bit longer. Yeah, we're just going to take 4. Okay, I'm not sure I have any copies left, anything left in my deck at this point. Let's find out. Them countering that Blood for Bones was... Yeah, no. So we got Bone Splinters, Octoprophet, and Boreal Elemental left. Thanks, Shrunken Llama. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and scoop. Speaking of the game being long, I mean, we're going to lose it in the long run. We know exactly what's in her deck. I mean, I already basically knew, but seeing it, you know, that's... that really drove the point home that we couldn't win. Loaming Shaman for the win. What's that about? Alright, this is a keeper. Yeah, if we'd only held on to that and summoned a turn longer, you know, I got greedy to use it in response to a trick. But if we'd been able to bounce that reach creature early, we would have killed them before they could ever get set. So, hello, Endo Jackson. Unfortunately, though, it's not how it worked out. Well, that's pretty nice. Hope they don't have Flame Sweep. That destroys our sad little deck, doesn't it? So do creatures with reach, as we saw in the last game. That Cavalier. Nope, no bombs. That happens in this format. Well, Maddington, glad you'd enjoy the content. All right. Some more lands would be good. Can we get some more lands, please? think maybe our opponent's not there. Weirdly enough. They played their first 2 lands and disappeared. Oh, hey, they're here. Well, we did not get a land, which is annoying, especially because we've drawn 2 extra cards, but we can continue the flying onslaught, hold on to bone splinters. Oh, crap.
So much to do, so much to see. I'm fired up.
Crap, crap, crap.
I sure hope you can't handle
Oh my
it.
god. Crap continues.
Hey, that hurts.
We're gonna discard an Undead Servant. That's actually kind of good. I mean, you know, I'd rather have played something that turn, but making it so our Undead Servant definitely makes a token is pretty nice. You know, if they have to fire off Chandra's Outrage on a Fairy Miscreant, I'm not feeling too bad about that.
Gosh, look at all these friends.
There's that 4th land we still wanted so desperately. Alright, so attack her again. Then,
I'm not the only one with a temper.
yeah, I think we go with our Servant because he can go wide. Hello, Tronalon. Alright, so we do get to kill Chandra.
Time to turn up the heat.
There's no way she survives. So the question is, do I Bone Splinters the Fire Elemental to help me kill her? I don't think I do. I think I just attack with everything at her. And actually, I don't have to do it with everything. I can just do it with these guys. And actually just attack them with this. Yeah.
Way too much for me to handle.
God, if I knew I was going to draw a land with Fairy Miscreant, that's what I would do, but obviously we don't know we will. So, we're going to play Octoprophet instead. Try to hit some more lands. Oh, right. Land Links works for me. I think we'd rather draw the land first. Yeah, I think we just take the 5 here. Ooh, double strike. Did they just kill me on the spot? Oh, they just killed me on the spot. That's fun. Should have expected that, I suppose. Lost to Loaming Shaman and now Uncaged Fury. Back-to-back games. I'll be right back. So yeah, white probably is the worst color, but it's not so bad you shouldn't play it. I mean, anytime, I think people really pay too much attention to what color is better. Basically, all that's good for is like tiebreakers on pack 1, pick 1s and things like that. This is not a pretty hand. I mean, I think we can make it work, but yeah, it's not pretty. Well, our opponent was gonna mill themselves out in a few more turns, and then they played Loaming Shaman. And we had plenty of cards left in our library, but after they played Loaming Shaman, it was us who got milled out. Okay. A card you don't expect to lose to in this format. Or any format, really. Alright, so we have 5 mana, so that part's good. And our opponent didn't exactly have a fast start, so that part's also good. I feel like they may be mono black. Maybe they're just color screwed though, who knows. Yeah, we'll play Octo Prophet. Sure, we'll take another Boreal Elemental. We don't really need another land though. Yeah, in this format, you have to be ready for those Uncaged Fury combos. And I probably, you know, I went on vacation, basically, and hadn't played in a while. And that's, I mean, it's probably a mistake I would have made either way. But yeah, so I think I attack here. It's a mistake I probably would have made either way, but I really kind of forgot that people can just one-shot you in this format sometimes. So they're just going to go for the free block, which makes sense. They do have to, like, you know, use mana for it. So that part doesn't bother me, really. Morning, Adept Moron. You're not going to be able to use Bone Splinters right away. That's the good news for us. Okay, so attack with both. They couldn't use it on Boreal Elemental is what I mean. Yeah. So they definitely have a Bone Splinters. I think they would have gone for the free block there if they didn't. But that's okay. We have another Boreal Elemental. Alright, so... They were color screwed, and we just played, you know, the 2 elementals, and that was enough. I don't know if I would call Eldraine high fantasy. There's a difference between Arthurian literature and high fantasy. That's a pretty good hand overall. You know, early 2-drop, couple cards that help us draw. High fantasy is actually pretty common in this game. It's like what Dominaria is all about, Kevin. That set's basically high fantasy. Every set that took place in Dominaria is high fantasy, I would say. I'm not a lore expert, but Arthurian legend, and you know, it's more like it's King Arthur isn't a fairy tale per se, but it is a folk tale, which isn't that far away from being a fairy tale. So I think they're pretty related themes. All right. Well, we're probably going to be scrying away lands, I can tell you that much. Yeah, the next one is Fairy Tale / Arthurian Plane, is what it is, what they've said. They've said Knights of Camelot meets Brothers Grimm, right? That's the tagline, or whatever you want to call it, that describes the set. Man, that is annoying. Honestly, I'm probably just going to trade with the Blood Burglar with my Sprite. Yeah. Arthur's completely real. That's what makes it a folktale, because it is based on some echo of something. But by the time it was recorded, like in detail, in Le Morte d'Arthur in, like, you know, the 12th century, a lot of the historical context had been lost. So yeah, I think we go for the block here. And, you know, if they have a trick, whatever. Yep, it looks like an interesting set for sure. Wow, yeah, definitely scrying away all our lands. If we're allowed to. There's no reason we won't be allowed to, but they might kill our Octo Prophet. Yeah, we don't need you. Do we really need an unsummon? I mean, I guess I'll take an unsummon. It's not a land after all. Alright, so we can play Octoprofit again. Another Octoprofit, I should say. Don't really think we want Miscreant #1 at this point. I mean, it's another non-land after all. Maybe I do. Nah, we'll draw the Seer next. Could have drawn Seer then Miscreant, I guess, but... So here we can set up a double block with Octoprofit, and if they try to use a trick, we can get them pretty hard with Unsummon. Okay, well maybe I'll unsummon my own creature. Nah, probably the Epicure is still the better choice. Oh, now it's definitely the better choice. See you later. Yay, unsummon. I drink dark roast coffee with a almond milk creamer. Usually, this time of year, it's usually cold. It's too hot. It's too hot, even in the morning, to be drinking hot coffee. But a couple months of the year, I drink it mostly cold, but most of the year, I drink it warm. Guess I should have just gone for the Miscreant. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so we attack with our Flyer. It lets us have a double block on Epicure of Blood. I'm actually not a hipster, I'm just lactose intolerant. So, I'm actually happy for hipsters liking that stuff, because now there's much better products around. Alright, attack with our Seer, nobody else. The Flood is pretty real. Flood Hoopo emoji for sure. Yeah, here we go. Flood emoji. It is annoying that we scryed 4, bottomed all lands. I'm gonna have to block that Audacious Thief now. We still can't seem to get away from lands. It's rough. Well, you don't have to draw on. They usually have drive-throughs, so... Well, now I kind of wish I had that other Fairy Miscreant. Well, I'm not planning on blocking here, so... Might as well just rumble. Yeah, we really need to draw some gas, don't we? We've got 7 lands left. We're going to take 4. Just trying to see what the probability we draw gas is. Not very good, clearly. No attacks this time. So I definitely block Dawning Angel if it attacks me. I'm just going to take the 4 from the Epicure, though. Alright, that's nice. When we've got one in the graveyard already. Okay. I think we attack with our Cloudkins here. And then we play another Cloudkins here. Ooh. So I can sack my Octoprophet. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good right here to just go Blood for Bones. What do we want to get back? I think we get back the Octoprophet. And then we return another Octoprophet to our hand. Nice. Do we want to change that order at all? I kind of think drawing Bone Splinters, like if we're in an emergency here, it's going to be better. Of course, we're going to scry, so... Not sure how much it really matters. Yeah, we'll draw it like that. They probably have planar cleansing. Okay, that does drop us to freaking 4. Kind of have to kill that Epicure just because we're at such low life. Sadly enough. Yeah, I mean, I think... Yeah, we gotta kill that Epicure. Who do we sacrifice? Probably a Miscreant. And then, I think we attack with everybody on the ground. Leave back our flyers. Okay. We're both at 4 now. Undead Servant's going to make another zombie, yeah. Minimum. Definitely block Dawning Angel if it attacks me. I mean, that much is a no-brainer, I think. Okay. I'm not sure you can survive, even with that soul salvage. No, yeah, you definitely can't. We've only got 2 blockers, so... I think it's fine. I mean, I think a lot of people overrate it and a lot of people underrate it, basically. I've felt fine about playing it. Yeah, I don't think it's first pickable most of the time, though. And that's, I think I gave it a C+ in my set review, and I think that's pretty much where it's ended up. I do think people overblow, like, you know... The worst thing that can happen to him is pacifism or sleep paralysis, but... he is good at pretty much any phase of the game, provided your opponent doesn't have one of those. He's almost always going to be the biggest creature on the board. And, like, even if all you get to do is play him and trade with their big creature, like, that's pretty good. Yeah, I've drafted it a couple times, and mostly it was fine. Ooh, this is a nice hand. I like this deck a lot. Even though we don't have any bombs, like, just all the cards, all the value we have is pretty sweet. The, you know, Miscreants, the Zombie Collect 'em all guy, the Tomebound Lich and the like. All feels pretty good. Alright, so we're going to attack. Because we're not blocking a Barkhide Troll. We're also not going to use Bone Splinters on it. Yeah, no, we're not. Especially when we have Tomebound Lich. Well, obviously a Cavalier is going to be more valuable than a Regisaur. That comparison is kind of silly. Okay, so we're going to attack. Then we're going to play Tomebound Lich and discard an island. Yeah, definitely discard an island. So, do I trade with that Barkhide Troll if given the opportunity? I kind of think I do with my Lich. Okay. That's not good. Okay. Okay. So... we will attack Mu Yanling.
You're being irresponsible.
We're going to play Frost Links and tap down the Scuttlemutt. They can just give the Barkhide Troll hexproof, otherwise it is what I would tap.
Do not challenge.
I'm hoping Unsummon gives us... well, that's not going to be easy. Because I'm hoping it gives us a way to sneak in the damage we need to do, but that seems improbable. I think we'll unsummon that guy at the end of their turn, though. See if they attack us. Attack me. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I think we go ahead and... oh. Unsummon Thicket Crasher. So I can Bone Splinters the Barkhide Troll right now, and it wouldn't survive, but I don't think I want to. We just attack her for 1 again.
Don't get me involved.
Play another Boreal... well, not another. Play a Boreal Elemental. Beating Mu Yanling isn't very much fun. It's doable. In fact, I think we're going to do it. I mean, maybe not beat her, but we are about to get rid of her finally. Only got 1 flyer over there, so I think we go Miscreant. Bone Splinters. Sack the new Miscreant. Target that. Yeah, I could have saved the Unsummon for the bird token, it's true. Might have been the better line.
My victory was washed away.
Okay, now we can go ahead and play this and end our turn. I'm just glad we got rid of her. Did have to give up a lot of resources, and that's not a good sign. That may mean they have Omnath. You think they have Omnath on top of Muyan Ling? That's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. Yeah, we're just going to go for the trade here. Okay. We definitely have some patterns to match here. Just have to decide which ones. We either have a Boreal Elemental or a Fairy Miscreant, right? I think we'll grab a Boreal Elemental. And... oh yeah. 1 damage. Take that. Oh, that's not good. The Smuggler Lavakin Brawler combo is not good. We've already used Bone Splinters. We've already used our Frost Links. So now we're in a race. One that I think we can maybe win, but it's going to be close. That's for sure. Okay, so... attack with Flyers. Hell, maybe I attack with this too. Nah. We don't need to. Then play Boreal Elemental number 2. It gives us 6 damage in the air. 7 damage in the air. Attacks us for 4 again. We go to 6. So what they could have that would be bad is the same trick that killed us earlier. And we don't really want to see that. Okay. So they have 3 blockers. Yeah, so... definitely just attack with all of them, and... yeah. Shared Summons is pretty decent limited, I think. Alright, Undead Servant. Alright, so here's where we see if they can kill us. It's going to come down to this turn. Can they kill us with Lavakin Brawler? You know, all they need is Shock or a combat trick. So, yeah. Right now, you could also just play something that taps down one of my blockers, and then I think they have lethal. Maybe I should have left a Miscreant back, just to be a little safer there. No, it looks like we got there. We're at least 4 and 3 on this one. Had a couple of pretty ugly losses that hurt my soul a little bit, so I'm happy to get to 4 and 3 here. At worst. Okay, pretty solid. I mean, you never really want Soul Salvage and Blood for Bones in your opening hand, but I think we can make do. We're just going to draw our Fairy Miscreants, so it'll be okay. Alright, so attack. Alright, they are off to a slow start too, which I think works for me. I'm not a Marauder's Axe fan. Well, isn't that annoying for my poor fairy miscreant? It is, you know, Marauder's Axe on a Griffin Sentinel is pretty sweet. That's for sure. Alright, so I think I attack with my Servant here. Obviously, it can trade for either of them. Yeah. And then we'll play Octo Prophet. Fifth land. I think right now, Metropolis Bright's really not that useful. I'd rather have a fifth land. I mean, I could get both, but yeah. We'll put it on the bottom. I mean, the fifth land lets us play Boreal Elemental, which gives us a creature who can actually, like, attack through Griffin Sentinel. So this time they may leave mana up for the first strike, which they do not, though. Okay, so I think we attack again. Yeah, you cost 3, yeah. So I think we attack now with Servant and Octo Prophet. Definitely kill the thief. Well, that's not great news. I think we double block it, though. Yeah. They have a trick that's going to hurt my soul a little bit, but I do have Blood for Bones and Soul Salvage ready to go. Yeah. Okay, so we attack again with Undead Servant here. Do we pattern match her for a Miscreant? Yeah, I think I do. Because I can play it right away. Plus, just having flying blockers is pretty useful right now. Ooh. Okay, see how it is. Probably taking 5 from that eagle. Yeah, we'll take the 5. Alright, so I think both ground creatures attack again. Works for me. Do I just take 4 here? I think I'm gonna chump block. I think it's worth it. There's just too much that could go wrong there. Feels like we did the right thing. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with our undead servants. I'd be pretty happy if they blocked it. If they don't, yeah, I think I go... What do we got? We have a Boreal Elemental in there, so... Yeah, I think we go Blood for Bones. Do we sack our Undead Servant? And then get it back into our hand? Or do we just sack a Miscreant? Yeah, let's sack the Miscreant. Hand. I'm gonna go with the Octoprophet. Morning Drop of Flame. Okay. Meanwhile, we're really not running out of gas anytime soon. That's not good, though. That makes it easier for them to win a race. Okay, drawing a flyer there is nice. We attack. I think we play... Oop, just kidding. We play Gravedigger. Get back Boreal Elemental. Yep, grindy blue-black deck. Get back our Boreal Elemental. Play Metropolis Sprite. Nice. I like not being attacked. There's like a decent chance that they have Bone to Ash. They do only have one card though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. No Bone to Ash. Alright, I think we just ended our turn. We're getting close to lethal here. Oh man, that's annoying. So much for close to lethal. Lethal adjacent. Ooh. Okay. Foot on the gas pedal probably is what we need to do now. Okay, so maybe I just attack with everything. Yeah, and then I can play both Cloudkin Seer and Octoprophet, so yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, you get to kill that guy. Block that guy. Yeah, we just have so many ways that they can do lethal to us now that we just have to find a way to kill them quickly. Alright. Then we play our Seer first. Play the Octoprophet first, actually. Ooh, Unsummon's good. So is Frostlinks. They're both really, really good. I actually think I draw the links first. I mean, I'm going to have them both in my hand next turn. So, that's going to be great. So, that will probably get us there, but we'll see. We do have to survive. So, if they drew... they drew something here, I think. Unfortunately for us. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Alright, so I think we play Frostlinks first. See if that gets Bone to Ash. And then we have Unsummon as our backup plan to bounce the Eagle and still attack for lethal. Just to be safe, I think I am going to unsummon the Lich too. Just to be safe. Let's see what they have. Looks like nothing. All right. The grindiness continues. Now we're up to at least 5 and 3, which that's sort of like my ideal record. Well, ideal minimum. Well, I do think this is a keep. Octoprophet makes hands like this a lot more keepable. Frostlinks is going to have to be used sort of defensively, probably, which is never ideal, but... All right. It's going to be a harder one to keep on the play, I think. I mean, on the draw. There may be no reason to play Frostlink, so, you know, that works for me too. There probably will be. They're going to play a 2-drop here, yeah. I'm going to play Octoprophet. Oh yeah, that was a good call. Get rid of both of you. And yeah, we're not going to attack. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think we attack. We're not in great position here, but we do have a bunch of cards that are going to give us 2-for-1s, hopefully, and it's always good. I mean, we're not in trouble either. I just mean we're not really able to start attacking, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I think I just take 3 if that thing attacks me. Ooh, now I take a lot more than 3. We could really use Unsummon. We could use Frostlinks again, so we're going to take 6. we could potentially use Frostlinks again. So I think we play our Lich first here. Discard a Swamp, I think. There's something to be said for discarding a creature, but just because of Blood for Bones. But we'll go with the Swamp for now. God, we need to draw a way to deal with this jacked up Griffin Protector. We don't have it yet. I think I'm actually going to block here because I think I want to use Cloudkins here to try to draw cards. Because we need to find... If we can't deal with that Griffin Protector, we're just going to die. I think if we do kill it, we've got a really, really good chance of winning. Yeah, so... What do we want to do here? Blood for Bones. I could Blood for Bones and sack the Lynx. Put the Lynx back in my hand and get Cloudkin Seer back. That seems alright. They can do 2 damage to us a turn right now, by the way. I think I'm actually going to attack with my Tomebound Lich first and see what happens. Gaining a little bit of life doesn't hurt, and, you know, if they block with the Sentry, I think I'm kind of okay with that. I doubt they let us get through because we get to loot if they do. Wow. Okay, then. I honestly think I am going to discard the Undead Servant here. Alright, and then... Could play Gravedigger instead and get back this year. We have 3, 4... Yeah, that's probably better right this second. I've seen people say that Cloudkin's better than Murder. I'm not quite there personally, but it is really good. I think I have decided it's better than Frostlinks, which is something I wasn't sure of early in the format. Okay. We're going to do 2 to us with that Sorcerer of the Fang. So I think I just chump again with the intention of getting the Seer back again. Probably Seer and Frostlinks with Blood for Bones. Well... So, I think we attack with Tomebound Lich first again. I mean, last time we got gifted a loot, so see if we can get that gift again. Plus, just trading for one of these guys is perfectly fine, too. Letting me loot is... definitely interesting. So, Mo Piranhas, how useful are you on this board? Yeah, you're kind of useful. Yeah, Seer and Gravedigger might be a good idea. The only thing is I want Frostlinks to be able to tap down this Griffin Protector again. Yeah, we'll discard our swamp this time. So... I think we sacrifice... Yeah, let's sack the Gravedigger. So, I think we get Gravedigger and return it to the battlefield. And get Cloudkin Seer. Then we use Gravedigger to get back the Undead Servant. And we play Cloudkin Seer again as we try to find something that helps us with Griffin Protector. You know, I realize Frostlings doesn't actually help that much. Wow, all the Undead Servants. So basically what we need is Bone Splinters. So 5% chance of drawing it. Our opponent is letting us draw multiple cards a turn, so we're just gonna take 5 this time. Ow. Maybe that's a bad idea with Sorcerer of the Fang in play, huh? Well. Gonna attack with my Lich again. Probably pitch an Undead Servant. Okay. Thought that might happen at some point. Now it has. Okay, so Metropolis Sprite. Fairy Miscreant. And the Undead Servant they know we have. I think we're in trouble here. Mostly because Sorcerer of the Fang is going to, like, slowly kill us. Although, if we can get rid of that Griffin Protector, I think we start to be in a race we have a shot in. We don't have any other ways of gaining life, unfortunately. So, like, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not quite enough. So, I guess I'm going to chump block with the Fairy Miscreant here. If I had blue mana up, I could have pumped and triple blocked it, but what are you going to do? Yeah, triple blocking, if I had the blue mana, would have been worth it, but I couldn't really go to 3 when they have Sorcerer of the Fang in play, because it would just mean I was dead when they untapped. So I had to do the block the way I did it, basically. Okay. Do I still have another Cloudkin Seer in my deck? I'm pretty sure I do. I do. So we're going to play Pattern Matcher. I can actually attack with my 3-power creatures on the ground. I might as well. Yeah, probably should have done that first. I actually don't have the mana to do Sorcerer of the Fang this turn, so that part's nice. So, yeah, we definitely want the Seer most of all. Right, so I'm actually going to attack with Undead Servant and Octoprophet. Pressuring them a little bit feels pretty good. Something's gonna get bigger. Now I can triple block. Well, if they don't play a creature anyway, I can. Wow. All these undead servants would be pretty nice if... Oh, actually, I can't triple block it now. They would have been pretty nice if I was playing against someone who wasn't trying to kill me in the air. Yeah, so we'll block with our Sprite. Okay. So... attack with both of those. I really want them to kill my undead servant, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, crap. Well, now it might. Kind of forgot they could do that. Not going to lie. Probably block my pattern matcher. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's the bigger creature after all. Yeah. Alright, so now we play Undead Servants. And... yeah, Undead Servant number 2. Still got Bone Splinters somewhere in our remaining cards, our remaining 15 cards. And it would be pretty great. I can't take 6 is what sucks here. Because then I'm dead. So I have to block. So yeah, they can untap their Protector. Okay, well I attack with all my undead servants, I think. One of them's gonna die because of Griffin Protector, but I think that's kind of okay. Pretty much have to play my Boreal Elemental in my second main phase, though. Worth noting. Wow. Okay, so play Boreal Elemental. Yeah, I am surprised he didn't attack with the other flyer that time, at least. Could definitely have been a little more aggressive here. Okay, so they're gonna Sorcerer of the Fangus. I'm gonna have to block both of these flyers. Because that'll drop me to 6. Well, technically I only have to block 1. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, they can drop me to 4 after they untap. It would be kind of funny to have Gauntlet of Might on this and have, like, you know, enough mana to actually do that stuff. It'd be hilarious. I think they're gonna murder something. Yeah. Does that mean I'm dead? No, not quite. But almost. So I have to block the Griffin Protector with my flyer. They have 2 blockers, 1 card in their hand. I mean, 3 blockers really because of Griffin Protector. And that makes it so they can survive. The 3 blockers do. I have to draw... I would have had to draw Bone Splinters there to have a shot. I think we still attack with everything and see what happens, but I think we're dead. Yeah, our deck, you know... What? Untap your guy. Block, you go to 1, and then I'm dead. Okay. Did I do the math wrong there? Couldn't they have killed me? Yeah, they could have killed me a bunch of times, it's true, but if all they did there was untap their guy and block, I think I was dead. Yeah, because... Oh, maybe not. Maybe they didn't have the mana to do the 2 damage and untap their guy and block and keep enough creatures to do lethal. I don't know. Seemed weird. I'm glad I attacked instead of just scooping. I felt like I didn't have much hope. All right, we're going to try to get the 7 wins here. This will be our last game in this draft either way. Because, yeah, we're 6-2 right now. Yeah, I think they can keep this. I think it is keepable. Yeah. I mean, there were mistakes they made throughout the game for sure. But I was trying to. I feel like even with their mistakes, I mean, I'd have to look at the board state again. I feel like if they had just blocked and untapped, they could have killed me in that game, basically. Well, we're gonna try to curve out with flyers here. That'd be pretty good, right? We do need to draw that 3rd land. But, could happen. Okay, well. Given that we don't have anything else we can do. We'll attack for 3. Not bone splinters anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to do the same thing. I think it's our best bet, but I guess I could leave up mana for Unsummon if I didn't, but you know, it is nice we have Unsummon and Bone Splinters that do have the potential to maybe help us stay alive despite our mana issues. Like, if they try to do anything too crazy here, that's not that crazy. Yeah, we take 6. Do we draw a land? We do draw a land. Okay, so I think now we play Cloudkins here. And now we don't attack. Alright, so I kind of want to triple block the Brontodon. If they have a trick, we get so blown out, though. But I think if we're going to have a shot here, yeah, I think triple blocking the Brontodon goes a long way. Really need to hit a 4th land to have a shot here, too. Oh, they do have a trick. It's not quite good game, but pretty close, yeah. Unsummon makes that a little less painful, except that we don't have enough mana to unsummon. We can unsummon and Soul Salvage and hope that does enough. You know, because then we go to 1 next turn. Yeah, so I think we go unsummon. Soul Salvage. Get a Seer. And, yeah, we'll get the Sprite. So we go to 1 here. Yeah, I think we're dead. Stumbling on our mana and our opponent having the trick that we thought they might have didn't bode super well for us. Yeah, so we can't... What do we draw? I don't think there's anything we can draw that can get rid of all 3 of these. So 6 and 3 in the end. I'll take it.